This builder just got raided by the police and the Building and Plumbing Commission. The BPC have made it loud and clear, do not employ these guys while they're being investigated. But why? Is it because they manipulated their own clients? Some families right now are paying out of their own pockets to fix their homes because their homes were built with no insurance. Let that sink in. And while this is happening, they updated their own website. They could be signing new clients right now as we speak. So how can a newly built home end up with no insurance? You could be next. So if you're building, buying, or even thinking about it, you need to watch this. Let's go. Push. Oh, it's open. Wow. All right, let's go. I've been there in the office today. It's 4 o'clock. Oh, by appointment only. Doesn't look like anybody's here. No one's home. This is one of the homes that he's building. There's no sight fence. There's a camera right there. And no fencing, no sight sign. Job site is open. There used to be a sign here. This is a sight sign. He must have chucked it in the bin. Have a look. I can't see anything here. I want to see if the builder's inside so I can ask him questions. The job site is open. It's a construction site, no one's here. But there is a site sign here, let's have a look. Check out the rubbish, mate. Where's the council, mate? Have a look, guys. Home space. Have a look. There you go, DBU. And he took it off. So let's see who the DBU is. There you go. Wow. Have a look, guys. Rubbish everywhere. Check it out, guys. Do your best and spray from the rest. This is an active construction site, guys. And I just wanted to record to see what's happening here because this is open to the public. Anybody can go in. It's fully open. We're trying to look for the builder to see if he's here. Let's have a look. Hello? Is the builder here? We just want to ask him some questions. Wow. Have a look, guys. Check it out. Obviously, a lot of work going on here already. Tiling, stone, bench tops. Wow. Let's see if the builder, hello, anybody here? I'm looking for the builder. Check it out. Imagine a kid comes in here, yeah? They can just straight up fall down. Where is the Building and Plumbing Commission to shut this site down, make it safe? No one's here. Check it out, guys. No overflow. Non-compliant. And also, incorrect set down. It has to be a minimum of 40 mil step down. Now, they're gonna get issues. Crazy. So, if this is his own home, and is doing it in a non-compliant manner, can you imagine other homes? Like, look, I'm walking here and I'm really careful because guess what? I can actually trip and fall down there. The councils, come on, do your job properly and chase this guy up. And have a look how they're doing the waterproofing here. Obviously free inspection, door jambs embedded, not waterproof, non-compliant, rip it out. They've got a water stop here. Have a look, guys. Tiling's being done. Wow. So you can see, tile to ceiling. This guy's spending a bit of money. Have a look at this area here. Wow, anybody can open this and go down. And obviously you can fall down more than 2 meters. Wow. So, no one's here. Check it out. Kids can play around here. They can go inside. Anyone can go inside. It's all fully open. Look at that, guys. Public can have nice access to it. Double-story home. And here's, look, see? Cameras flashing lights. There's lights flashing. The alarm's on, guys. And the crazy thing is that even, I mean, have a look at the slab there. It's not even fully bearing on the foundation. Even those rain heads there are non-compliant as well. Check that out. And here's his camera. But double-story home for the director of home space. That's what I've been told. We're gonna do our own investigation to try to see what the hell is going on here, man. What a schmozzle, guys. This is the true meaning of a schmozzle. Hey Sarah, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Zahia. So tell me, what's going on with your home? What's the story here?
So we built this house and basically everything's just wrong. Like the finishes are terrible. And right before handover, the VBA contacted us to like inform us that the builder was really dodgy and all this stuff was happening. So we just wanted to kind of get an inspection to double check everything like that we can't pick ourselves.
Why'd you choose that builder?
Because we were building on a slope, so we wanted someone that apparently had experience on it, and they said like they were recommended by the real estate agent for the estate agent for this area, and they seem to have a good price, and they both live locally as well. Well, we had like a year of delays for no reason on start, and then at frame stage they requested the payment before the frame had been inspected. Like they had told us it hadn't been inspected yet, and I was like, well, we're not paying for it. And they started like abusing us. Then I just flat out said no. Like they were like, as per contract, and I said that's not per contract. Yeah. And then they called my broker, they called the bank trying to like authorize the payment. And then when they all said no, they put site cameras up and banned us from site and stuff like that.
Oh, right. So that's when you thought something fishy is going on here.
Yeah. So a lot of insides, just like the finishes, there's like paint all over the floorboards from the skirting because it got painted after that they said would damage the floorboards if they cleaned it up, which I said that's not my problem, but cool, they wouldn't fix it. And then in the bathroom here, I just don't think any of it's done correctly. Like the tiles don't seem to be done right, the walls aren't straight. There's like cracks in all the tiles.
Have you contacted the builder and asked them what's going on here? Like, can you come and fix the items? What did they say?
Yeah, they either don't respond or then we email twice and then they abuse us for emailing twice. And then we did have them fix the shower base when it was flooding, but they still fixed it wrong. And yeah, they're just...
All right, cool, yeah. Anything else wrong in this area? That's it? Just the waterproofing, you reckon the tiles are cracked? I'll take a look later on.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah. All right, cool.
The main one inside is these stairs and this wall that moves.
Oh yeah, check it out.
And this is after this, they actually fixed this once because the first time was bad, and I think it's worse, honestly. In the garage, there's like stuff all over the floors, gouges taken out everywhere, because they used it as a bin, and then just used like a dingo thing. You can see all like the gouges under my car there. They just used like a dingo thing to come and scoop it all out.
Far out. So they chucked all the rubbish here, then they didn't even bother repairing the floor for you.
Yeah,
nothing.
no.
So far it looks like just really rough workmanship. These guys. Anything else going on with your living area, kitchen area? Anything you want to show us?
Just the finishes on a lot of it. So this stuff, like their caulking job, they like pushed this apart because this was actually too narrow, and we told them it and they wouldn't fix it. And then they used a grinder to cut this stone and didn't fix it.
Yeah, check it out, it's on an angle, mate.
And I think it's the same thing in the butlers, but worse. There's like a full dip, like down.
Oh yeah, check, far out.
And then, so here was this, like they've just left like the dirt under the slab exposed. There's meant to be steps here on our like engineering drawings.
And you told the builder that?
Yeah, he tried to say that putting the retaining wall in wasn't even his job, but it was on the engineering.
And what's going on here with this pipe? Did you tell them about that? That's from the neighbours.
Yeah, so that when they came through and at fair handover, the director, like, I don't know, they do like this weird good cop, bad cop situation. She was like, oh, why is this sticking out here? That should be put into like a drain, but they put this retaining wall in.
The builder did this?
Yeah, and we were like, well, yeah. And they left all that exposed, which we're having to spend like a fortune on concreting to get like a hob built over it. This here, this drain connects to that drain hole.
Yeah.
And is
Who did that? The builder?
Builder, and it's attached to this like
duct tape. Wow.
strip drain in here. That's what it goes to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And you brought this up with the builder, and what did he say?
Not their problem.
Well, you obviously paid him the final stage payment, yeah? You've basically paid everything.
Wouldn't let us come back to re-inspect the house before handover. And there were some like personal reasons why we couldn't keep delaying handover. Because it had been like 3 years. And they also have, there's no like flashing at the bottom of the house. You can feel the frame, which they were meant to fix. And they've added just like this tiny little right angle of white plastic that they've screwed in.
So you basically done your own research about the cladding, and you said, you know what, there's missing flashing. Then they came back and tried to fix it.
But they didn't even, like, it was just like, And then like, obviously that's horrible. They like mixed the concrete on the ground and it's so below the slab level. And we brought up how the drains aren't deep enough.
Yeah.
Well, like that's not how, like I didn't know that was the thing, but I was like, what, this isn't right. And they just went, yes it is. The plumbers did it, so.
Oh, they've got a certificate, so it's compliant.
Just, they would keep delaying things because they knew.
So this is like, you brought this up after your handover, or?
Yeah. And then this side of the house is the same thing, but then where they've done the split, we don't really know how we're meant to like properly protect our house.
So this here, the stone here and all this dirt,
I said to,
that's them?
Yeah, I was like, don't you need a backfill? Like it's not backfilled. And they were like, we're backfilled as much as we're meant to. And that's like also I wanted you to come out to be able to tell them like, no, actually, according to this and this, you do need to, because I don't know how to actually like the specifics of it. But yeah. And then up the front, there's a couple little things. We had an issue with the water pump for the toilet, and the plumbers who did it wouldn't even come back. And then the plumber that actually fixed it called them for assistance, and they said it's not our problem.
Did you even call the VBA and say, hey, look, these guys have done things that are not as per the plans, or?
Well, the VBA don't respond really. So inquired with the domestic building dispute.
Yeah.
But again, delays. And then once they accidentally emailed the builder when we were waiting to hear from them, and the builder's like, well, we're not building your house. Like, we're stopping building.
So post handover, did you contact the VBA?
Yeah. So the
And what
VBA
happened?
contacted me.
Oh, the VBA contacted you?
Yeah, just before occupancy. They'd seen
Yeah.
the sign in the front window because they were investigating them. And they were basically like, well, because it's past, you've got your occupancy, there's not much we can actually do to help get things fixed until we shut them down. But then there's like the issue of them license lending.
All right. Lost lending, how do you know that? Have you got any paperwork to show me?
Yeah, so that was also something that came up with our base stage payment. Our bank flagged it.
Hi Cass, I have just spoken to the bank. They need to have home space builds noted on both insurance policies before they will make the first payment.
Hi, Simone. I tried calling you but couldn't reach you. Please let the bank know that we are officially appointed agents for both owner and Boone Constructions. That is how we have loans structured and are getting all progress payments paid for all of our bills without any delays or such complications. We have finished the stage. Unfortunately, the client will be charged with late payment interest and construction delays post due date. This is so unprofessional that bank is asking all paperwork in such bizarre way. First, they did not ask for asset protection, and now this. I'm sure they were informed about construction being commenced as Sarah, client, was following up with us for the start of the project too. Now we have got timber for framing delivered on site, but cannot start the same. Due to this, I cannot authorize next stage to be commenced until all outstanding payments are not made. I have attached, for your reference, the relevant paperwork, which you should already have, but in case to provide them again. Please be advised that from 12th March 2024, clients will be charged interest for late payment, including all the additional cost for the delays. Please feel free to call me if you have any more doubts regarding this matter. Regards, Vish, Joshi.
Hi Vaishali, I don't seem to have received any messages that you have tried to call. The best number is, or the office number. I have previously advised the bank that the construction is being completed by Moody Engineering on behalf of Home Builds. They have rightly pointed out that the insurance must be held in the same name as the building contract, or the client is not protected. Kind regards, Simone.
Hi Simone, the build contract has same name. Do you have the correct contract? We did change the contract due to delays in getting the permits. The permit papers does have the same updated details. Please let me know. Thanks, Vaishali.
Hi Vish, if there is a new building contract, you will need to provide an entire copy. You will also need to provide an invoice from Moody Engineering and not from Home Builds. The bank will not make any payments until you have all of this in order. Kind regards, Simone.
Hi Simone. I had a chat with mortgage disbursement team in Bank of Melbourne. They said that the authority form which we provided you from OPIS that has stated us as a representative, and also that the contract is still same, they should not have all this issue to disburse the payment. I spoke to Kerry. Can you please advise the person you are talking in the bank? I am happy to explain the company structure to him or her. Also, the other option we got is that client pays us the invoice and bank reimburses them once they have got the payment receipt from us. Please let me know what you want to do so we can resolve the matter. As this being a long weekend, we have got timber delivered on site and framing was about to commence today, which now I have put a hold on. If timber gets stolen during these long weekend, unfortunately we would have to get someone, not us in this scenario, to cope the cost of stolen timber as well, if any. Please let me know at your earliest convenience. Thank you. Regards, Vish Joshai.
Hi Vish, I have called the progress payments area again. They have advised that Jane is the supervisor in this area. Please call her to work this out. Contact number is 1300. Option 3.
Hi Simone. I am not sure who called me from Bank of Melbourne. It was not Jane. It was some guy who was very racist, to begin with, and just very rude. I'm sorry, this entire payment issue is not even our matter. This should have been raised when you had all paperwork to avoid these delays. I can simply reissue the invoice from amended name, which matches the insurance, the permits and contract. Nothing else we can do. The guy on the phone was very rude and hung up after screaming without even letting me say a word. I'm not even sure why he called me. Regards, Vish Joshi.
Hi Vish. If you have an issue with the bank, please call Jane. She is the supervisor and will be able to sort this out.
Good morning, Simone. I hope you are well. I had words with Jane last Thursday, and she advised that payment shall be processed last Friday. However, we have not received it yet. Can you please follow it up? As today is due date, and if payment is not made yet, clients will be charged interest and delays costs. I have already confirmed our bank details as well last week Friday. Thank you. Regards.
And made them fix paperwork. And then that's when it kind of clicked once the VBA got involved. The reason they were able to fix it was because they had forged our contracts with the new license.
Okay, so they changed like the contract.
Yeah.
Without telling you, or
Yeah, so they just
really?
whited out the dates
Yeah.
and whited out the license and swapped it over.
Now we have two contracts here. The one on the left is the forged contract, and the one on the right is the original one that the homeowners signed. Now check out what happens when I select this part of the forged contract. Let's hit delete. There you go. We can see that it's the same builder as the original contract that the homeowners signed. Alright, now we select this part of the contract as well. Take a look. There's the original builder that the homeowners signed for. Let's go to this final section of the contract. Select it. Let's remove. There you go. It is the same builder that the homeowners has signed up for in the beginning, but the builder, Homespace, has inserted a new builder without telling them.
I'm really curious to see how the framing is. I'm pretty sure we're going to find some items, so let's go. Now, I've had a quick look around and I'm going to share with you guys what I found so far. We can see that the shear blocking installation, which is the bracing of the trusses, is not in accordance with AS 4440. Let me show you guys. We can see the shear blocking here. You can see the gap. Have a look at the gap. This gap right here. Put my finger in it. So they have to be installed in a way that allows the truss to be able to move vertically up and down, but restrain it from going horizontally. You can see the gap there is not done properly. So this is a framing item that the building surveyor should have picked up. And then we have the same issue right over there. Let's go have a look. Really tight spaces here, guys. But take a look. Have a look at the gap. See the gap there? Non-compliant. And have a look at the way they packed up the trusses. This is a load-bearing wall. So what they did, they chucked in a bit of ply and just nailed it straight in. So it's not the best practice, but you have to use always incompressible material. The other compliance issue is that we have this extended jack truss. It's not even bearing on the girder truss to transfer the weight. It's extending, all right? And then as you look at it further on, you can see the same thing happens here. So non-compliant, 4440 breach. Let's have a look at what happens when it does extend even further up. You can see here as well, it's not even sitting. It's extending all the way up, and then it sits on that truncated truss right here. So there's a support only here, and then all the way to the top plate. So that's what's going on. This is in breach of the standards as well, a.k.a. 4440, and also the truss layout. So this is what I found so far structurally. Some spots only have one nail. There should be two, as per AS 4440. Have a look at the ductwork. This is the extraction fans for the bathrooms. Instead of them going to external air, they just let them go here. In breach of the National Construction Codes. Have a look, guys. So these guys are obviously cowboys. and I can't wait to share my findings with the homeowner.
Like, trust me guys, when you look at the exterior of the home, it looks normal. It looks pretty good. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. But when you look at it into more finer detail and you check out how they've installed this, you're not gonna believe what they have to do here. They basically gotta rip out all the cladding and start again. But come on man, you're being excessive bro. This can't be happening. Well, guess what? The building permit clearly states that they have to follow the certificate of conformity. Basically, they have to install it as per the installation manual. Now, if we look at the slab edge, have a look. Have a look at this slab edge, yeah? This is a cavity installed. So basically they have battens installed and then the cladding is installed on top of the battens. So it's a cavity installed. Now, if we look at the manual, it states that there has to be an edge trim, there has to be a flashing, there has to be a DPC on the bottom plate, etc. Guess what? They have none of it. You can see the bottom plate. The sarking doesn't even overhang the bottom plate in some locations. There's no DPC underneath the bottom plate. It's just sitting on the slab. There is no starter channel. I can't see it. No starter strip. There is no flashing. Nothing installed, guys. They just put it in, bang, like that, in breach of the manufacturer's installation manual. So there you go. The whole job is like this all the way around. So I'm pretty sure the homeowner doesn't know about this. So I'm going to tell her how bad the situation is here. The next thing that I noticed, since it's a cavity install, I can't see the flashing installed to the head of the window. There's nothing as per the detail from the manufacturer. And there's supposed to be a gap between that architrave molding and the window frame. There's nothing, they just went hard up. So that's also non-compliant, in breach of the manufacturer. So you can see these guys are using someone else's license, not giving a damn about the workmanship, and then throwing the liability on the other builder. And he's like, mate, I didn't know about this, go to this guy. And it's very difficult for the homeowner to go to the correct person to come and fix the items because she paid for a service from a registered building practitioner, and this is what she got. So all of the cladding that abuts the slab is non-compliant. Even this side here where the garage is, let's have a closer look. Here you go. The sarking is not even going inside the strip as per the manufacturer's installation manual. Look how they left the job, guys. Look at that terrible work. So on the plans, it clearly states that this section right here where the garage is, there should be steps. And these guys obviously have just done this retaining wall section and left it like that. How can the RBS let this go like this when something is in breach of Section 16 of the Building Act and the Contracts Act 995 Section 8? How can you guys do that? And look at this, guys. How the hell can they allow this to happen? Where is the Building and Plumbing Commission to get these guys? It's the Wild West, guys. I'm telling you, this is so bad. Look at this. Look how they left this, man. Check out the plumbing. They've just put this pipe like this straight inside to get the water from this strip drain. And it's obviously higher at this point. So I don't even know if the water's actually going there. My God. Also, guys, how can someone hand over the job like this? Have a look, guys. Didn't bother filling up all these holes and depressions. Come on, man. How bad is this job? And then we've got the linear cladding clearance requirements here. It's supposed to be a minimum clearance of 150 mil, but look how they went hard up here. And you can see it's already deteriorating the timber because it's just sitting on the concrete, non-compliant. And also the landscaping, it's not even done as per the stamp drawings, man. I had a look at the drawings and it's nowhere near what's supposed to be installed. Look how bad this job is, guys. Beautiful location, I have to admit. Really nice views of the mountains. I love it. And then they're building next door here. I wonder if it's compliant. Look at this job site, mate. The dirt on the floor. Mate, come on. Where's the council, mate? Look at the fence over there. It's about to fall over, mate. Crazy, man, crazy. All right, so let's see if we can go inside the house and have a look what other items we can find and take it from there. All right, this is the main ensuite. And apparently, the builders already repaired this. And if you guys are regular viewers on our channel, you'll know that this is not compliant. This is a raised hob. And the raised hob, I can't see a water stop that goes 15 mil above the finished floor level of the tile. It's in breach of AS 3740. That's the first item. Then we've got, look at that cracked tile there. You can see there's a little bit of movement going on. I'll remove some silicone as well and discovered that this vanity is embedded in the tiles, which means that it's going to wick up water as the subtile water table starts to expand and reach this area. So there'll be a bit of swelling going on here. The other thing that I noticed, which is just unbelievable, is that the penetration that they've done is not even waterproofed. I could see the timber frame, and I've got some footage that I'll show you guys on the screen. To fix that, they have to remove all the tiles. Now, you probably guessed it already, that if they've done that much bad work, for sure, the tiling is gonna be non-compliant. Well, guess what? I'm gonna give it a scan and I'm gonna show you guys what they did. Take a look. All right, so we sprayed a bit of hot water and then we're using our X-ray machine here, and you can see that they spark fixed the hell out of this. Look at this, guys. AS 3958 clearly states 90% minimum coverage of glue behind the tile. I'm not sure why they keep doing this. My God. So, mate, you gotta rip out the whole bathroom again, because this is non-compliant. The water stop here to the shower area is non-compliant. The penetration there is non-compliant. You can't just remove a tile. You gotta rip out the whole thing. You can't have a patch-up job of waterproofing. All right, so I wanna show you the bathroom. That's the first thing I wanna show you what I found here. So we thermally scanned the whole bathroom area, and it's all spot fixed. So you can see on the photos that I showed you that they're all, you see those marks, that's all glue. It should be troweled, the whole tile should be troweled, that's non-compliant. The raised hob as well, that's installed here, is also non-compliant. The water stop doesn't extend 15 mil above the finished floor level. You've got the vanities as well, installed, embedded into the tiles. Later they're gonna swell. So that's also gonna be a problem. To fix that, you can't just, silicone it and do whatever. You gotta actually rip out everything to fix it properly. So it's not a patch-up job. Even this penetration that they have here, that also has to, to fix it, you gotta remove all the tiles.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole bathroom is a full reno job. Did you know that?
No, but they had their inspector come through and he tried to play it off like just this bit needs to be fixed and just in there needed to be retiled.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, but how do you retile that? You gotta, because all the tiles are stuck on the waterproofing, you gotta rip it out and do it again. So, and have you tried to contact the builder about the bathroom saying, hey man, this is what's going on here? Or?
Yeah, they said they would review it.
So in the roof cavity, when I went inside, the bracing requirements are not done. They're not done as per the standards. You've got the extraction fans, don't go to external air. You've got insulation thrown all over the place. So you've got framing issues, you've got ventilation issues, insulation issues, waterproofing's not compliant. The cladding outside has to all come off because even the strip that they've installed that you told me they fixed it, it's still wrong. Yeah. The sarking has to go inside it. Yeah. So there's no DPC, damp-proof, underneath the bottom plate. I don't even know how they're going to fix that. You got to actually remove everything. You got to get the manufacturer to say, hey, this is how we're going to fix it. This is how it's supposed to be with warranty. Because your building permit, if you look at the link that you sent us, it's got the certificate of conformity for that cladding. Yeah. And inside there, it says you have to install it as per the manufacturer. Yeah. Installation manual. And they haven't. So that's already in breach of the building permit. Yeah. It's not a joke. So you got to rip out the whole cladding and do it again. It's just how you have to fix it.
So the house was just over 400
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah. So it's a lot of money, and you know you're working and all that's hard to pay the mortgage, and now you bought a brand new home like you buy a
We've
brand
got to
new
renovate
car,
it.
and then you got to do renovation.
Yeah.
Gonna try to go to the builder's office and see, because he's not basically wanting to come to the party and fix it. He's just saying, hey, we'll patch it up. I want to go ask him a couple of questions about the job. We tried to reach out to this guy, engineering guy. He passed us off to someone else who doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You tried to reach the VBA. The VBA are investigating them, and we're going to see what's going to happen with that. Have you got any updates about that?
Just that they executed the warrants on Friday, so they were at the builder and the director's home all day, and I don't know when they went to the office. But
So do you think they went to Moody or the other guy?
Home Space.
Home Space.
Because that's who they're targeting.
Because he used to have ties with a.k.a.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they use OPES as well.
Yeah, the building surveyor. Yeah, because that frame shouldn't have been passed like that. Waterproofing shouldn't have been passed. Cladding should have been passed. I mean, there's missing steps there.
Yeah.
Where are the steps? Did you ask him about that? They said,
Yeah, he said, well, it's not, we didn't even need to put the retaining wall in. I'm like, well, it was on the plan.
the steps are on the plan.
Yeah, but it gets to the point where it's like, what are we going to do? Like, if we say you do it and the builder says no, what can we do?
Yeah.
We
And
need
you told the
VBA as
VBA
well.
about some of the items that you found. What'd they say?
Because occupancy had already been issued, there wasn't really anything they could do
Yeah.
by the time they got hold of us. So we're waiting for them to shut the license down for us to then do our VMIA insurance or try and get the license to fix it.
You told me before that the VBA are trying to shut down Home Space. But even if they shut down right now, you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
This guy has to shut down. The
Yeah.
Moody engineering guy. He's liable. It's his license.
Yeah, that's why they were wanting us to wait, because they were hoping to get paperwork off Home Space that caught them out
Oh, okay.
to then go after all the licenses they use.
These guys are basically just, getting licenses, using them, and then something's not right here. And being a first home buyer, like you want to basically just show people how to not fall for this stuff. Like you didn't check the contract, you didn't do your research in terms of who's a.k.a. or who's Moody. You trusted that these guys are professionals,
Yeah, we just also trusted because the estate office was recommending them to people. They live here. The builder, when we went for a meeting with them, we went through the director's own house that she built just up the hill. The builder's own house he's building is just up the street.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I wouldn't mind calling this guy in Moody Engineering and asking him about the job, see if it's, as bad as I think.
Yeah.
And see what we can do. Oh man, that's funny.
Didn't know who Homespace is, but knows who the job is.
Hi Anna, please be advised that your structural warranty and all maintenance period now ceases from today, as we will be going with defamation case legally. And please feel free to take this matter to DBDRV or VCAT.
Good morning, Vish. I know Cass didn't type this mail. For structural warranty to be void, we must physically do something with or change the structure. So the warranty can't be void by us leaving a bad review, which in fact is nothing but the truth. As for the maintenance period, it as well cannot be void because of a bad review. Maybe where you come from, but not in Australia. As for the defamation case, please, please, please go to a lawyer. And please add the case for April as well, where I only asked Seth if they have heard anything from you as a company. As we didn't get any response back from your company, we feared the worst, as 2 building companies folded in the weeks prior. Apparently, we are not the only people you threatened as per your Google reviews. We have spoken to 3 different lawyers for advice on this matter. They have all came back with the same answer. As for the temp fencing that your company said will be sorted last year, March, when it happened, I will be taking it to Vish's by Sunday 10th of December, if it is not removed yet. There is no space at your office on the sidewalk for it. The temp fence company can collect it from there. Please note, this mail is not to ask permission. It is to notify you.
Hi Shulk, let me clarify one thing very clearly. If you enter my property or around my house, I am doing a police complaint just on the basis of this email purely. You dealing with Cass, deal with her. You guys have signed all paperwork. We have the signed papers. So please go to lawyers and I will make sure I make your life hell if you threaten next time to come near my property. I keep personal and professional matters separate. And do not forget, because of who you guys even have roof on your head. And so far where I come from, at least we have manners and culture. Clearly you lack both. So now let me call cops for threatening me. And remember, I will make sure that anything happens to my house. I have a child and you clearly are crossing lines in this email. So I will be reporting this as threat physical harm and get restraining order against you, your wife, your entire family. So anything happens near my property, it will be you guys responsible for it now on.
Hi Vish, this is not a threat at all. I won't come on ye per property. You don't have to stress about that. In that case, I'll leave the temp fence at your other building site as it's your property. I won't go as low to damage your house or harm your family. It's quite an insult if you think I will do anything like that.
I am reporting you, irrespective, because you crossed a line. And now we won't do anything to fix anything. Go and get lawyer. I will post this email and all your emails on every social media to show what kind of person you are and to show counsel for illegal dumping too. You cannot cross lines, mate. Learn that humanity, and now, when you have gone on my culture and country, do not forget where you come from. Clearly not from any reputed home. I will make sure no works get rectified on your house now and will meet in court. You guys signed papers during handover and it clearly states the breach of social media vomit you did is not appropriate. If you think any Tom, Dick or Harry like you can go against builders they are not happy about, there is no law. You tried bringing lawyer in the beginning, remember? What happened? Even the lawyer told you that we are not wrong. The fence is ours. Please prove that now. We took away all the temporary fence. And the fence guy said it is not theirs. What will you do now? Someone maybe threw it on your block perhaps. I do not appreciate your language. And now I will make sure that you know that you cannot disrespect anyone on where they are from and threaten to their home invasion. You guys bloody delayed your own home. 3 months for driveway, 3 months for rock wall. So we have got everything in writing. And now I will put all emails on social media marking your home for everyone to come see it. You cannot cross lines, mate. You did wrong and it has consequences which you will suffer, as I am reporting you and your family to cops and council as a neighbor.
Do what you feel you must do. The truth about you and your company shall come to light. We have nothing to hide. We will not engage in any further communication until we meet in court. Good luck to you and your family, and have a blessed Christmas.
Well, I already did expect police on your doorstep. If anything ever happens to my house, my brothers, and Sorabas Plus, if my daughter states any discomfort because of anyone, it will be now you. Thank you for sending that email stating what you are capable of and threatening to trespassing into my property. And don't worry, people like you. Everyone can see through it. I don't have to do anything. We have got it all in writing. And if we were ever afraid of unstable behavior, Indians would not be ruling everywhere. Next time when you are coming after anyone on such low level, at least see their social status and then mess with them. Now, if I even see any cars of your friends and family parked on my brother's house, side or coming to our side, or even Saurabh's side, you will have cops every time. Keep in your limits.
Hello, let me clear the air here. We will never harm you, or your family, or your home. It's not in our nature or character. I truly hope that one day we can be civil and amicable. But for now, do not for 1 second even think that we are intimidated or threatened by you. Your social status has no bearing on us. We also welcome the police any time. Now this will be the last email. Any further emails will go directly to our junk mail, so don't even bother to respond. Anything else we can discuss in court. God bless.
You and your husband stay away from our properties. That is all is what needs to be done for now. All your emails are for our own good and teach some manners to your family who goes on someone's background and threaten to trespass. Then now another email from either of you will be considered as nuisance and threat again.
Hey Anne, how are you?
Hey, good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow.
Beautiful home, beautiful location. What the hell's going on here?
A couple of things that I'm really concerned about and that I would really like your opinion on, because obviously we want this house to last and we want to be here for the next 50 plus years. So yeah.
When did you move into this property?
In October in 2023.
Have you raised the concerns to the builder yet, or?
It's a very long story. Yes and no. So the immediate concerns that we had straight after handover, we did. But then due to a relationship breakdown, the builder has said that they refuse to come back and fix anything. So and just for our sanity, we stopped communicating. So yeah.
So why did you choose that builder?
We had originally purchased another block of land. We've got some in-laws, more my in-laws, that we we're looking at potentially building a place for them so they can, eventually down the track move in with us. The sales representative at the other estate then said, you guys may be looking at a multi-generational home. I'll give you a builder's name and contact details who specialise in multi-gen homes. Texted the builder's like, yep, great, I'm really keen. You guys are first home builders. I really want to help you guys out. Sold us a grand dream.
Did you do any research about the builder?
We did look up the builder's registration number and the builder was valid. The builder have offices on our main street in our town.
Wow.
So you would think that, they've got offices on the main street, that it's pretty legit. They showed us a couple of other houses that they had built or that they said they had built. And just going off by the recommendation from the sales representative, she was really keen, on them and, just sang their praises.
When did you notice something was really wrong with your home?
It was during the build. Firstly, it took a very long time to get the permits. Every time we would follow up, there'd just be tons of excuses. And at the start, they were very nice and, very, just kind of pieing us and, telling us, we love you guys are first home builders, we want to help you out. And then as we asked more questions and, started putting pressure on them to, hey, we need to, get things going. We're paying a mortgage and we're paying rent. We can't afford this for a long time. That's when they started, just kind of pushing back and not being so nice anymore.
Can you tell us some of the red flags that you saw during the build?
The site wasn't secured.
A temporary fencing?
Temporary fencing,
It was all open?
It was all open, so anyone could really enter. Started receiving variations left, right and centre, saying, we need to pay for things that weren't included in the house. Making excuses for the building permits taking so long to get, blaming us for delays. We sent them lots of questions about the house. The builder got really defensive and really combative.
I looked at your documentation. You
Yeah.
had some reports. You had a inspector do the base and the frame.
Yeah.
And then kind of after that, you guys did the inspections on your own, or?
When we sent them the frame stage report, they came back saying that, you know, there's no point in us sending them the report because they're going to just go off by their own experts and what they believe, and they are only going to fix what, you know, what the surveyor kind of tells them to fix.
Yeah.
So.
And the surveyor, did you choose the surveyor, or did it come with the contract?
Well, we didn't choose the surveyor. They kind of said, "Here's a paper sign. This is your building surveyor."
Okay.
And
So you
that's-
didn't, you didn't go research your own surveyor.
No.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Did you ever notice during the build, or even at the sign-up stage, that the builder was being sneaky, manipulative? Did you have that gut feeling?
We kind of got a sneaky suspicion that there was something going on because the builder all of a sudden just, asked us to come in and sign a new HIA, and we were like, you know, okay, cool. We had a lot going on, so, you know, we kind of were a little bit hesitant.
So sorry, you had a contract.
Yeah.
And then they said, hey, look, come and sign a new contract.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, they said it was because they needed to update the company logo on the contract. And so we're like, oh yeah, and, you know, maybe they, you know,
So it was
something
the same
changed.
builder?
Yeah, it was the same builder.
They
Same
wanted to
person.
change the contract because they're changing
Just
the logo.
changing a heading on a contract.
I don't think it's just about the logo, guys. If we take a look at the builder here, it says Homespace Builds Pty Ltd, and the DBU number is for a building practitioner by the name of Mutlu Allen, who last year was suspended. Now, if we take a look at the updated contract with the new logo, this is what it says: Acon Constructions for Homespace Build, and they've changed the DBU number. However, the insurance is still the same. Have a look, the name of the insurer. I mean, mate, these guys are just pure cowboys, and it doesn't look like it was just about the logos. They actually changed the builder.
And yeah, we went in, signed the new contract because everything was meant to stay the same, the contract price, and we looked at the contract price and that's stayed the same. In hindsight though, it was a completely new building like registration number.
So new
contract.
builder.
New builder.
So new builder.
Yeah.
But the same company that's managing the
Yeah,
actual build. So there's the home space, and then you've got another builder, and now there's another builder. So it's like 3 builders now.
Yeah, so when we initially signed up with these guys, the actual builder that was on the contract, he was in the office. We met him in person. He was in that office, working from that office. So that's why we were like, this is legit, because this is the builder, this is his registration number, the name matched, everything.
It's like a telecentre.
Yeah, the second contract though, it had a new name on it, Acon, next to Homespace, and the building registration number changed, and the building period was longer. So I think then it went to 230 days or something like that. So.
And did you agree to that? You signed it, maybe?
Well, we signed it without properly doing our due diligence and looking at all the finer details. We were just looking at the price, just making sure that the price was the same. Because they said, oh, that's all, it's just about the company logo, not realising that the first builder or the first builder's registration number, that builder that sat in their office got deregistered.
Okay.
We were so stupid, so uneducated, so just excited. This is the great Australian dream, to own your own house. They, made this whole thing seem really glamorous. They sold us this big, beautiful house, at a really good price, with really good inclusions that if you compare to other builders, you just don't get. So when you go through all of that and the red flags you just suppress them and you stop listening to your inhibitions or to that little voice at the back of your head says, hey, you need to slow down. As the build progressed and as we progressed through and the more money they got, the more apparent the red flags became.
How did you start the build?
There was a massive delay in getting permits. We got a lawyer involved. we forked out thousands
Yeah.
for the lawyer. Eventually, it just came down to the lawyer issuing them with a notice like, hey, you guys need to act, you've got 10 days,
Yeah.
or, we're terminating the build contract. And then miraculously, they came up with the building permits.
With Acon?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Acon.
And then you got the insurance with Acon as well.
Yeah.
Have you got a copy of the contract here, or?
Yeah.
All right, so this is the contract. So you've got 3 contracts here, did you? Or
Yeah. So here's the first one where it was all home space and the ABN and everything.
you've got the registered building practitioner. It
Yeah.
says home space,
Yeah, it says home space, yeah.
but they're not builders.
No, they're not.
Did you know? You didn't know that at the
We
time, did
didn't
you?
know
Okay,
that
yeah.
at the
So
time.
what
On the first one as well, you'll see there's their logo, just home space. Then on the second one, they told us, no, it's just because Acon has to be on it.
Oh, now I can see the logo.
So
So they
Acon-
changed the logo. The building practitioner, instead of home space, they've changed it to Acon Constructions for home space builds.
Yep.
That's not even
So yeah,
the name of the actual builder.
when they mentioned that they Acon, we thought, oh well, okay, who's Acon now? So we went and researched Acon, and they had a full web page and everything. Looked, checked their number as well. Yeah, everything's fine. So
Did you meet that builder,
No.
Acon?
no,
Just the first guy.
just the first guy, yeah.
So what happened with the third one?
And then
I mean,
the third one, they came back with, there was only one section that we had to re-sign because they said now the surveyor came back and said the value for the house is too low. We have to put it on the contract that it's at least 10,000 something per square,
okay.
which I did find very strange because I mean,
Sorry, man. I
who
don't even trust
who
these
can
guys,
tell
man.
me on the first and second contract, the days were 240 days, and on the third contract, it just went up to 300 days
Okay,
without any us being told, well, your build's going to be longer because that's how it was sold.
Can I see the insurance?
The insurance? Yep.
Carried out by the builder, Acon Constructions and Building Services. Now, if I go to the latest contract, the builder is Acon Constructions for home space. So that's already now not right. And did you know about this clause, what it says here? If the builder's name does not exactly match with the information on the domestic building contract, which doesn't,
Yep.
please contact the VMIA. If these details are incorrect, the domestic building work will not be covered. So did you actually ring the VMIA or the Building and Plumbing Commission now?
Yeah, we rang my wife rang the BPC,
Yeah.
and I haven't been able to confirm if we will be covered if there's any stuff that needs to be fixed.
So they're still like not 100. They should have given a solid answer, but now
Yes.
they're probably investigating.
Yes.
Because most likely, look, you can see it right there.
If that's there, then we're more than likely not going to be
Yeah.
covered at all. So, which is
Now-
quite devastating.
Now, technically, you shouldn't have even gotten a building permit because under the Building Act 993, it clearly states that the building surveyor has to be satisfied that the building contract meets exactly the building insurance. They have to match, and it's his job, and then he issues a permit. This guy was worried about logos, so you shouldn't have even had a permit. That's why it can lead to things like that now, which you might not be covered by insurance.
That makes this whole thing just worse.
Yeah, and you guys didn't choose the building surveyor.
No, we were told, well, this is the building surveyor, and then
Sign the piece of paper.
you're choosing the building surveyor, but we choose them because we work with them. So, well, okay, we don't.
Yeah.
We are none the wiser. We are told that's how it works.
Yeah, that building surveyor is actually, he might get prosecuted now by the VBA or the BPC because he shouldn't have issued that building permit.
Yeah.
Because he is like the manager of the whole thing. Because at the end of the day, when it reaches that time, which is now you want to claim defects and the guy's bust, you can't do it anymore. And whose fault is it? Who's the guy who sees it all? It's the building surveyor, and he stuffed up on that thing.
Yeah, we trusted them.
Yeah, like if these guys, because most likely the BPC might come back and say, oh, you're not covered, especially when they know what's wrong with your house. Do you want to show me around to show me what's wrong with your house? I want to see what you guys can see, and then I'm going to do my own inspection.
Yeah, I have a small list.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. After you.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Here's the second thing. It's supposed to have 3 coats,
Yeah.
according to what I've read up. It's 1 coat.
We're in tear, mate.
The cornice that's cracking as well.
Yeah. You guys did the concrete or?
No, the builder did the
builder
concrete,
did this, yeah.
and it's skew as. When I installed the bricks to just give it a bit more of edge, if you stand on one side, you'll see it's going, it's like a snake. Where the concrete meets the house, there's no barrier.
So they went hard up, and you saw him do that?
Well, they did this.
Yeah.
We were told because we didn't get a driveway, so they said they'll put the concrete here.
Oh, okay, so...
Because we were supposed to get a driveway, but because the driveway is too long...
Did they give you a discount for that?
No, they said they'll put it here.
Why didn't they just do the driveway?
Because the driveway is too long.
Yeah.
It's bigger than what they allow. They allow 64 squares and that's 120 squares.
Oh my goodness.
But they made so much in variations.
Yeah.
104, we counted it, it's 104,000 in variations we paid.
So
With
obviously
all-
towards the end of the project, you guys were getting really
Yeah.
pissed from these guys.
Yeah, because all your savings is gone. I mean, I went to my brother and sister.
So I want to ask you, how much did you spend so far on the home?
The build was supposed to be 375.
Yeah.
Another 104 got added to that.
Yeah.
It's money that, well, we had a little bit in savings, but I went to my brother and my sister and went and borrowed money.
Oh wow.
Because it's your dream.
Yeah.
You're already so far in, you don't just want to stop.
Yeah.
Because you want to get it done. We've already been here so many times. Already by that time, I was already a year and a half into the thing. And you're already supposed to be in your home.
So how much you spent all up, you reckon?
Uh,
Just the ballpark.
Probably about 500, which is about 125 more than what they
Yeah.
said it's going to
Initially
be.
quoted.
And then even this rock retaining wall, we weren't told anything that we have to have a retaining
So
wall.
you guys
anything.
did that? Looks really nice.
We had to do it because when they dug it out, it was only a meter from the house that they dug out stop.
Oh,
and then they
really?
told us that it's our responsibility to do it further because as per the drawings, it just shows to dig out to here. So we had to get someone in to dig it out and then we had to get someone to do the whole retaining wall.
Wow, that would have cost a lot of money to do this. So this is the driveway, man, that you guys did that?
Yeah, we had to do it because that was still through the build. We were told by the builder, it's going to take so much money and effort from them to keep pouring crushed rock down here because it gets washed down by the rain. So we said, well, we'll do it. And then we got blamed for delays because of the driveway.
This is Hebel.
Yeah, it's Hebel, yep.
Yeah.
Well, only the bottom part.
Yeah.
The top part is foam.
Yeah. Why is that?
We were told that's what it must be.
When I was having a look at your building permit documents, there's nothing about foam. There's supposed to be a certificate of conformity, supposed to be on the building permit, and it's supposed to show what type of foam is installed. Do you know what's the brand?
No.
Yeah.
White.
And this is a BEL rated area, BEL 12.5.
Yes. Yeah, BEL 12.5.
Which means if you don't install the polystyrene as per the manufacturer's installation manual, you void the warranty and the building permit. Now the building permit doesn't even show that. So I'm really curious to see what type of foam you got.
All the joint cracks, and then there's a crack up there
cracks
as
up there,
well.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's not on a joint even, so that's even more concerning. The joints
I
you
can see little
understand.
cracks here as well.
Yeah.
See that crack?
Yeah.
This is Hebel, yeah?
Yep.
In the internal junction there, that has to be open. And it's not open.
And there's no caulking there either. It's just a joint, there's no caulking.
Yeah. You're not allowed to touch anything here because everything's under warranty. You know what I mean? Anything that you see, leaks, this, that, document, video, because it's the builder's problem, not yours. You know what I mean? After the 10-year period, then you can start doing whatever you want. But if you do touch anything, they're going to say, you touched it, sorry, out of warranty.
When we cleaned up here, we first just raked all the rocks out because it was fairly uneven. And then we came on, man, it was probably about 20 Stanley knife blades. They were just laying scattered across.
Yeah, so you can't use your hands, you got to be careful, yeah.
Yeah, well, and for the kids. And there was nails, there was...
So it was basically just building debris.
Yeah, so I removed all the dirt from the top here to the bottom, and then I removed it myself as well.
Yeah, during the build or?
During the build, and I was told...
Did they allow you access in the job, doing work or?
No, we weren't allowed to, but I told them, well, we need to get in because we need to get it done.
If it wasn't for you, like, going inside the job and doing some work yourself and getting things going, it would have taken another 5 years maybe.
Yeah, well,
because you were pushing them.
It won't surprise me because our neighbours built with them as well, and they apparently good mates.
Oh, really?
And their build took even longer.
Oh, some more cracks here.
Yeah, some more cracks there.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that
crack here as well.
the crack as well.
Just imagine, this is not even 2 years old. What's going to happen after 5 years?
We spent everything we have to get where we are. So you don't have any savings left. We didn't even mention it because at the end of the day, we just wanted to get into the house.
Yeah.
Because we went and worked it out for the stuff they charge us that they shouldn't have for the frame extra and for the time when they went over. Because we never once, we received delay letters, but it wasn't specific to us, stating how many days that we have to sign. All right, so many days is delayed.
Yeah.
We just got the general delay. Oh, there's delays in the building industry. There's delays. Where the tap comes in, it's just all expansion foam that's been put in, and there's actual foam, not Hebel.
Are you sure the whole thing's not Hebel?
Yeah, well,
Look at that, mate. See how it's deteriorating under UV?
yep.
That's just going to deteriorate. And plus, it's a BEL rated area here. It can't be foam.
Yeah.
I love this. This is like the good old days, man.
Yeah. It just works best for the kids.
Yeah.
Hang
Do they
them
play
up.
on it?
actually, I didn't know this. This is our storeroom, that's our garage.
Yeah.
So we specifically asked them on the mails, we don't want any shelving, anything here, we'll put everything ourselves.
Yeah.
We came here, this whole wall had shelving.
Oh.
And not even good shelving. I removed it on that day, my dad helped me. You can actually see it, I don't know if you can see it there.
Yeah.
See that small dots there?
Yeah.
See that there?
Yeah.
I've
All
patched it
the
up.
patching, yeah.
Now, that old timber was held up by 2 screws. Look how many times they tried to put the screw into the one, and it wasn't even into a timber. If you look at this,
Yeah.
this cupboard, it's not resting on the back.
Yeah.
Look at the gap here at the back.
Wow.
That's supposed to be flush to the wall.
And you told the builder about this?
We've told them about this, and yeah, obviously we got into an argument just shortly after that.
Yeah, look, I can see how it's bowing, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe because of this, it's
And-
too heavy, mate.
It can be.
That's what the builder would say.
Yeah, it's my son's dump trucks that were a bit too big. This all got stopped after after I left the review
Yeah.
because we didn't get any response.
So basically, you discovered all these things going on, cracks or whatever.
Yes.
You
Yeah, afterwards.
you went to the builder went dark. Then you went and left the review,
Yeah.
and that's when they said.
And then we were told, because we left it a bad review, according to the handover documents we signed, it states in there that we're not allowed to leave any bad reviews in the first 6 months.
So after 6 months is all right. So now now we can do that now.
But why would you put that in your contract?
Now, have you noticed any leaks in the house yet?
Yes, we have actually out here on the fresco.
Oh, really?
One leak, I've already made a hole in there because they did start to bow.
Oh,
And that's above where the heater is. The
Okay, yeah,
heater's
yeah,
outlet.
sure.
I went
Yeah.
and had a look on the top. There
Yeah.
was already silicone. I siliconed extra.
okay.
Just to make sure that it's.
So you attempted the repair, and what's that?
And
there?
then there's another one that I noticed.
That's mold. That's a bit of mold.
That's mold that's going there.
Oh.
That's what was going there as well.
Oh, wow.
We actually, on that one, we did mail them about him. I have the mails about it, that there's mold, that they have to fix it. And they replied back, all right, it's all fixed. So this is our second ensuite mother.
can I go inside there?
Yeah, go for it. So the water pools on the right-hand side corner, not to the drain. Pools on the right-hand side, it doesn't go to the
Really?
drain.
Yeah, it's level.
The window,
Yeah.
as you can still see, is still a bit skew.
So it's out of level, you're saying?
Yeah, it's out of level.
Oh, look, check it out.
Yeah, well, there you
It
go.
has to go 16 mil up that way. And probably the hippos are too heavy, mate.
We'll have to move the hippos to the other side.
Yeah. It's amazing that they got this out of level with a fall, and here it's level. It's supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah, they should have swapped it around, yeah.
I can see your vanity. It's swelling up, can you see?
Yeah, it's swelling up here.
Look at this, the bottom.
Oh, wow.
So you've got a leak somewhere, man.
So we've got a leak.
All right, man. So I'm going to start doing my inspection. It'll be around probably 2 hours.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the outside, go on the roof, inside the roof. I'm going to go everywhere. Hebel, 75 mil Hebel. And I haven't literally started, and we can already see massive items going on here. First of all, the Hebel installation doesn't meet the installation manual or the certificate of conformity. See where the Hebel meets the slab? There should be a damp-proof course all the way around, and there's nothing installed. Now, the certificate of conformity clearly states that the DPC must be installed to maintain a continuous damp barrier around the perimeter of the building. And there's nothing here. They haven't installed it. That is the first breach. I couldn't see it around the whole building line. And then the second thing is that external junctions and internal junctions have to have a control joint to control the cracking. Because take a look at this. You can see already the crack's already forming. It's already starting to form. Nothing's installed here. Nothing. That's the first breach of the control joints. And then when we look at the internal junctions, external junctions, see, it should be something like this. Nothing there and nothing there. I mean, if the building surveyor would have just came past the job at occupancy permit stage, who would have said, hey, sorry, doesn't meet the certificate of conformity, breaching the building permit, non-compliant. And that's around the whole building line. I can't see anywhere where the DPC, have a look. Nothing, guys. These guys love the Hebel. They think it's easy to install. But if you don't install it correctly, you've already breached the manufacturer's installation manual and breached the warranty. There's no warranty on the job anymore. It's gone. Have a look. No DPC. Look at this, guys. Let's move this away a bit. Have a look under here. Take a look. Nothing. Nothing. Even those dogs are so pissed. Look. Yep. No DPC, mate. I know. It's upsetting, isn't it? I mean, I could tell something's going on here, yeah? Take a look at this work, guys. 8 mil out, and then look what happens here. Have a look. Holy moly, guys. Are these guys the worst carpenters you've ever seen? Yes, sir. All right. It's gonna be really tight. Oh my God. How the hell am I gonna go inside here? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I gotta do this because I've got a feeling something's going on here because I really don't trust these guys. I do not trust this so-called builder at all. Something's going on. So let's see what we can find. Let's go. Hakuna Matata. Oh my God, check out the web. Check out the spider web, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I've got to go through that. Oh my God, all right, stand by. Stand by, guys. Oh. This is what I mean. Yoga. If you're not good at yoga, don't do this. Oh no, now I've got to use my bare hands. Hopefully there's no spider webs. Oh, all right, let's go. Oh, look at that. It's foam. They've got foam on the upper portion of the house. Unbelievable. That's throughout the whole thing. I also thought downstairs was Hebel, but it's foam. Have a look, guys. What the hell? This is supposed to be Hebel downstairs, not foam. You gotta be kidding me, guys. What's going on here? No. Something is not right here. There's some Hebel here. Have a look at the Hebel. It's been broken. They've chipped the hell out of it. Take a look at this, guys. And some sections, I think it was bearing on the Hebel, so they just chipped it. Have a look at this bad work, man. And here I think it's bearing on the Hebel. Because that truss is supposed to be suspended. And obviously they've tried to trip from it. Have a look. There must be another bracket there as well. Have a look. That's either called an L bracket or a hitch bracket, but the way they've installed it is non-compliant. The builder surveyor shouldn't have passed that. Non-compliant. This is an item that the building surveyor should have picked on. It is a framing item, and obviously he's passed the frame. Now I'm not sure which manufacturer they've installed in terms of the polystyrene, but that sacking is definitely non-compliant. It's got a yellow tint to it. I'm not sure which manufacturer that is. Put it in my pocket and take it later. On this side, they've used vapor permeable sacking that breathes, yeah? But on this side, they've used a reflective foil that's not breathable. Have a look. So the manufacturer will either state this or this. I mean, with this here, you can see how they went hard up with no allowance for any drainage. So this is not breathable. Any moisture that gets trapped, it's going to actually be trapped here. There's no moisture pathway
to get out from. There's no battens. It's just fixed hard up. Like, this is in breach of the manufacturer's installation manual. And I'm gonna do a bit of research to find out who the manufacturer is, or if this cladding was supposed to be installed. I'm actually gonna ring the building surveyor and ask him, did you know that this polystyrene cladding has been installed here? It's a BAL rated area. There's a bushfire attack level, which means the installation of the cladding systems have to meet the certificate of conformity for each product. And obviously this one here is not. This is how bad these cowboys are, guys. I'm just blown away by the dodginess here, mate. Have a look. Look at this dodginess, mate. Look at this, guys. Foam. Crazy. Now take a look at this extraction fan. It just blows to nowhere. It's supposed to be ducted externally. Now, I'm wondering, there is an extraction fan here. Have a look, ducted out, but this one's going nowhere. Take a look at the penetration. These guys are just disgusting, mate. Have a look at the work, guys. Have a look at this batten. Not even fixed. It's just loose. Wow. Yep, just a spare batten laying around, guys. And this one as well. What the hell's going on, man? Have a look, guys. Look. Oh my god, just spare battens laying around. Oh, crazy, guys. I wonder how many battens are still loose as well. Oh my god, look, even this one, they've screwed into it and it's loose. What the hell? Guys, are you seeing this? I better get back there, man, and break all this to the homeowner. But first I want to go do the bathrooms and then see what's going on. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Crazy. So guys, we found out who the polystyrene manufacturer is. It's Allstate Polystyrene, and in their certificate of conformity, it clearly states that if you breach the installation manual and the certificate of conformity, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose warranty. And first of all, the RBS probably doesn't even know that the builder used this type of polystyrene, because I couldn't see it on the building permit. So technically right now, because they've used the wrong wrap, you'll lose warranty straight away, because it clearly states that you have to use breathable building wrap. There you go, guys. Take a look, guys. A bit of mold happening here. Active water leak, obviously. And I'm pretty sure over there is a leak as well. Let's get in deeper and have a look. Yep, there you go. Active water leak. There's a bit of mold here as well happening. Take a look, guys. The home is not even 2 years old and there's mold already in the roof. Now if I turn the lights off, you can probably already see where it's coming from the roof. The flashing is not done properly for that penetration. And yeah, pretty bad. Water leak already, guys. Far out. What else can I find out? Let's keep going. Now, I'm not even sure how this section was signed off by the building surveyor. So there's supposed to be a 10mm cap at the top, yeah? And welded all the way around. There's nothing here. Check that out. And then there's supposed to be a seat plate here that's not installed and welded all the way around. Nothing's there. So that was passed, guys. So this is what's wrong with this section. And then the most important is that PC1 is supposed to be 100mm column. Now if I measure this, take a look, guys. Like, I don't even sure why I didn't get a tape measure, mate. It's 90mm. Take a look, guys. It's not even as per engineering. Now, other than that, it's not even installed properly. Let me tell you why this whole thing is wrong. So this portal frame
First of all, it's not installed as per engineering. Second, its job is to resist the wind loads. When your home is subject to a wind load, when your home gets pushed by the wind, your home's frame is meant to transfer and absorb this pressure and transfer it all the way to the ground. This portal frame is actually doing nothing, because when the wind hits the walls or the roof, it transfers it to the ceiling, which is the diaphragm of your home. And from that, it transfers it to this frame, to the braced walls, and to your slab and to the ground. But when this is not connected to anything, how the hell is it going to transfer that resistance? It's actually doing nothing. How did the building surveyor miss that, guys? So we've got a bedroom here, and then we have this ensuite that hasn't been used for a while. As per what the homeowner said, I've sprayed some hot water on the tiles, and as we scan it, you can see how they've spot fixed the hell out of it, guys. Take a good look. Beautiful spot fixing, non-compliant, but this is what's going on throughout. I'll just take some photos so we can add it on our report. And obviously this is in breach of AS 3958. Spot fixing is not recommended by the manufacturer of the tile adhesive unless it is an epoxy product. Have a look at these, guys, non-compliant. The raised hob here doesn't meet AS 3740 2010. You can see how it finishes flush. Have a look. It just finishes flush. If you look at the diagram that's on the screen, there's supposed to be an angle that extends 15 mil above the finished floor of here, but they've had it just flush, so that's not compliant. So far, shower and walls, full demo. And then I want to draw your attention to this section right here, this vanity. This vanity is embedded into the tiles, all right? And if we shine a light like this, you can see all the bubbling that's going on, the moisture from under the tiles. Have a look. All right, and then you can see a bit of swelling here as well. Have a closer look. Indicating that it's wicking up the water from under the tiles all the way up. So they've embedded it into the tiles, and which is in breach of AS 3740 and also the National Construction Codes, where it states that the water must not deteriorate building elements. I put a clause there for you. And then I've removed this guide so I can get a better view of what's going on. And you can clearly see the angle does not terminate back into the perimeter flashing. So that's also non-compliant. So the whole shower here, the whole bathroom is non-compliant. Terrible news for the homeowner. And then we've got this other bathroom that the homeowner hasn't used yet, and it's spot fixed as well. So you can see the homeowner has got a newborn that's sleeping. Terrible, guys. It's going to be a full renovation here. And they've just got a kid. Very bad. Homeowners are trying to do the right thing, but how do they know? They're not experts. So now they might have to demo this whole thing, and who knows what's going to happen. It's a terrible situation for the homeowner. Now, if we look at this, we'll just close the door. But if we have a look at this bathroom area here, this area gets used a lot by the homeowner. We're going to give it a spray and see if it's spot fixed or not. And a bit of mold here. That's because the ductwork for the ventilation unit is not ducted to external air. There's one over there as well. So we also have a raised hob as well. And it's not done as per AS 3740. No upstand, fully non-compliant. It hasn't even been 2 years yet, and they already have issues in the home. Water leak, non-compliant waterproofing, non-compliant cladding installation. Check it out as well. This bathroom is also spot fixed. Take a look. I gotta cut costs, bro. We have to save every single dollar, man. Please let me know if you're a tiler and you're tempted to spot fix. Is it to speed up the whole job, Or is it that you want to save every single dollar and you save a couple of $100 from cement bags? It's literally around $30 a bag. Come on, man. You know, check out the pantry section, yeah? Have a look at the way they've done the shelving, guys. It doesn't even sit on the timber. Have a look. My God, guys. Look at this, man. These guys, man, do you know how to do your work properly? Check it out, guys. Wow. They might have to take this off and they shouldn't load it anymore because it's just, look at that. Look how it's bowing down. Wow. Terrible work, guys. Look at the work, mate. I don't know if you guys can see the nail, but there's a nail inside this cavity slider and you can see how there's no guide. And every time they open and close the door, it's creating this scratch. I know it's a minor item, but it just shows her how bad the workmanship is here. And these guys got paid fully for their job. So I just finished an inspection, yeah? And it's worse than what I thought. The Hebel installation is pretty bad because there's no DPC installed. A damp-proof course, which it's a flashing that sits underneath the Hebel. That's not installed anywhere. Now you can't, if you want a concrete there, you can't even do that because to embed the Hebel under the substrate, which is the concrete or whatever, it has to be protected and sealed. So how the hell are you gonna do that when it's not even there? So that's in breach of the certificate of conformity. You gotta either seal it or go back to the manufacturer and see what they're gonna give you. Expansion joints are not installed. You gotta actually cut through and do it. The EPS cladding, it's from a manufacturer called All-State Polystyrene. There's nothing on the building permit that says anything about them. The sarking that's installed behind the cladding, it's not breathable fabric. It's actually sarking that's used behind bricks. So that's already breached the warranty. So the cladding of the Hebel and the cladding for the polystyrene non-compliant, you gotta rip it out and do it again. Because they stuck it hard up against the frame with that fabric and
So, sorry,
warranty.
redo all of the Hebel
Well,
and all of the...
technically you gotta
all
do
of the
that.
cladding.
Yeah, technically you gotta do that. You've lost warranty for the polystyrene because they put the wrong fabric behind it.
So is that essentially the BOL 12.5 rating that they...
Yeah, so that's now doesn't cover it anymore because to meet that rating, even the fire engineering report would state that you have to install the cladding as per the manufacturer, else forget it. Because it performs, that it's been tested with those products.
Yeah.
And now that it's not, now that you haven't built it as per the testing requirements, it's not covered. So if we look at your drawings here, it says selected render finish. It doesn't even say Hebel.
Yeah.
All right, and then it says here selected vertical cladding. So what the hell is that? The only thing I can find is that on your first page here, it says 75mm Hebel.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a building surveyor should have said, hey man, what cladding is this? Because obviously you can't install, carpet. We want to know what the hell is there. So he should ask that, and whatever system you use for a building, especially BEL rated, it's supposed to be fire resistant, certified product, and obviously there, no one knows what it is. I had to get a sample, I cut out a sample, I sent photos to the manufacturer. I said, hey man, this is your product? And he goes, yes it is. All right, cool. Got the data sheet out, got everything out, and had a look at the way it's installed, not compliant. Pause all the concrete works, don't do any concreting because you might have to demo the cladding, or we'll work till the manufacturer gets back to us because we want to maintain the warranty. Because we're just saying, hey man, look, this is what we found, and how do you want us to work around your product? Because we want that warranty. That's why you use Hebel, because it's a certified product, and you want to make sure that you do exactly what they want to maintain that warranty.
Yeah, it's a thick and a nice thick layer. It's proper insulation.
Yeah.
That's why we picked it.
That foam you got up there, it's not even on your drawings, and it has to be in your building permit. Because the builder has to say that I installed the polystyrene as per the manufacturer's installation manual, and it's not even in your building permit documentation. So that's a big item as well.
So I was thinking, what is supposed to be there?
The most concerning item for me is when I went inside the roof. So the roof area, you've got this steel frame. It's called a portal frame, and it's on your engineering.
Yeah, the steel beam.
Yeah. Now that steel beam is supposed to get the wind pressure from your house and transfer it to the walls and then to the slab for lateral stability. And that's not even connected. It's just there for show.
So it's just floating.
It's not tied.
Not connected to the frame at all.
Not connected to the frame and the trusses. If you look at the way it's installed, see how there's brackets there and there's supposed to be a top plate cap and this? You want to see how it looks like? Like that. There's no top cap on it. There's no bottom cap on it. Everything's wrong about it. It's not even welded all the way around. Now, the actual post PC1 that's holding that frame is supposed to be 100 mil. It's 90 mil. When I went further in towards the end of the roof there, you've got some battens for the roof that are not even screwed down. They're just loose. Did you know that?
No.
They're just literally just loose. Probably heard me, moving them around.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got screws and they got screws into the battens, but the battens are not fixed to the trusses. What the hell is that?
So it's like a floating ceiling.
Yeah, and then you've got extraction fans that are not connected externally and things like that.
We paid extra.
Really? No, it's not. They just left it like that.
How would we go about fixing it?
Well, this now, we capture everything. We send it to the building surveyor or even the building and plumbing commission. We say, hey man, this has been signed off. Hopefully, I'm hoping that you're covered. But what you're showing me and what it looks like,
Yeah.
it looks like you may not be covered because that's what the policy states.
I'm actually gonna cry.
What would happen if we leave it like this? Let's just say you got no money, you can't fix it. If you do get something, if you do get leaks, you got to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Now, if the builder's gone bust, which he has,
Yeah.
we can go back to the insurance.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll probably have to call the lawyer to come in and give us his advice on what's going on with this. But you need to claim these items. It looks like to me that the building surveyor was negligent. How the hell did you issue me a permit, first of all, when things don't match the contract and the insurance?
Yeah.
Second is that, man, you signed off on the frame. The frame is not compliant. It doesn't even meet the drawings. It's really black and white.
Yeah.
And there has to be some repercussions for these actions because now you're paying a mortgage, you're paying all this, and now what? You got to fork out money from your own savings to repair the house, and there's no insurance.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Oh.
All right. So we'll just we'll give a call to Dean and see if he can come in here and give us some legal advice about what the best thing to do.
So for the same build, there's 3 different contracts?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. And do you recall how long the first contract was in play for?
So we signed the first contract in October.
Yes.
And then the director asked us to sign the second contract in
Okay.
June.
And did they give a reason why?
And they said that it's because the building surveyor needed the build company logo updated on the new contract.
The reason was because they wanted to change the logo.
Yes.
Did they say that they wanted to change the name of the builder as well?
No.
No. How long before the third contract came in?
3 weeks, a month.
Yeah.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
And what was the reason why they wanted to change again?
Well, they said that the building surveyor has requested that the amount be increased because the amount is too low and no builder can build the house for that amount. That's why the amount is now sitting at the 426 instead of the 375.
You're getting a lot of this third-hand information from
Yeah.
the builder, and really by law, you have to appoint the surveyor. So
Yeah.
sometimes the builder likes to step in and be the middleman, but it's not really there. They're not there for that. So did you have any discussions with the surveyor about just to verify?
Not at this point. We did say we will reach out to the building surveyor ourselves and have a conversation, and then that just turned into a complete shit fight. They were very adamant that we are interfering, and us interfering and contacting the building surveyor would just lead to more delays. And the building surveyor, invoices them, and they're going to pass the invoice on to us. So they were really adamant that we not get in contact with the building surveyor.
Did you feel a lot of pressure when they were putting these contracts in front of you and phone calls, and there's going to be a delay, and did they threaten cost as well and all those?
Absolutely. So we were already 6 months in. We're paying a mortgage. We're paying rent. you're running your own household.
Yes.
We got lawyers involved. So forking out thousands for a lawyer who, at the end of the day, just ultimately couldn't help us either. The phone calls and the pressure. The phone calls would happen, after work. So it would be at night when you're busy with the kids, running your house, trying to get stuff done. And it was just, if you guys don't do this, there's going to be more delays. If you don't do this, if you don't play ball, there's going to be more delays. It's like they kind of kept your house as, ransom. So
exactly.
you can't, because you're already in it so deep. You're already in it thousands. If you stop now, you lose that. So you kind of think, okay, best way forward.
What do you do?
Let's just get it done.
Yeah.
But then, it just. Here, you need to do this, you need to do this, you really don't have a choice.
Now that you've seen what has actually happened, has the surveyor said, yes, it was us that wanted to change the contract and put the logos on, all those things that they were saying?
No.
So that was a complete lie?
We don't have any evidence that it was, that the surveyor asked for it. We asked them, hey, can you send us evidence that the surveyor's asked this?
Yes.
No.
You got an insurance document here that says the builder was a.k.a. Constructions and Building Services, but you had engaged Home Space Builds.
Yes.
So you've somehow ended up with a different entity that has ended up on this. And were the people that you were dealing with the same?
Yes.
They were the same?
Yep.
Just under a different banner?
Yep. And so they kept on saying the site supervisor. We never met the site supervisor, not
Ever.
once.
Right.
Never. It was only ever Vish or Karan. We had, at the start, we had Nitish. Nitish disappeared somewhere along the line, so I don't know what happened to him. But we have never, in person, dealt with anybody apart from Vish or Karan.
Wow. Is the ACN the same with respect to the builder on the second and third contract?
On the second and third contract, yes, but not. It differs from the actual policy, insurance policy.
So the insurance document for your building insurance under the VMIA, the ACN is different on that compared to what it says on the building contract?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's a pretty big problem. It says here in bold that if the builder's name and the ABN does not match exactly, there might not be cover.
Yeah. I mean, if we're not covered, we don't have money. We don't have money to pay to redo all of the cladding and to redo all of the bathrooms. We don't. Who's got that money? Who's got, if I had that money, I wouldn't be living here. I would be on the Gold Coast somewhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
How the rules are at the moment is that if the builder's not bankrupt, dead or missing, you don't have access to this insurance anyway. And so you are stuck with dealing with the builder directly, like a civil dispute.
The ACON is under external administration.
Okay.
So, I mean, if we were covered by the insurance, ACON being under external administration, would that trigger the policy?
You need to follow that process out. But what I'm more concerned about is that this entity here is different than what's listed on your contract. And that's a pretty big problem.
Yeah.
I think that puts you at a lot of risk because I think you've said there's a lot of defects you found since you've moved in. And so if you did want to claim on that insurance at some stage, this needs to be all sorted out to dig in and see who is this entity here, because they've listed, it's actually quite, I think it's quite cheeky the way that they framed it, because the name's the same. So most people will look at the name and think, oh, yep, like that's it, that would match. But unfortunately, if you look a bit deeper, if the business number does not match, that's a big problem, because it's got it here in bold that it's up to the owners to look at that, or it's up to the reader to look at that. And so it is quite misleading.
Yeah.
Have you called the BPC?
Yes, I've called them twice. On both occasions, they couldn't give me a concrete answer on whether or not we would be covered. They just said, just lodge the claim and we'll see what happens.
Did they do anything to try and help you to work this out and to see where this went wrong?
No. When I called the first time, the consultant gave me a email address, the BPC email address, operations email address. So I sent them an email and they actually just responded like yesterday, saying that yes, we can see this policy, please lodge defects. But they didn't answer my question on whether or not we're covered.
Did you know that on the 1st of July they've merged the insurance body with the VBA to make one big regulator?
Yeah, I have read about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like they're actually giving you any sort
No.
of claims handling help at all.
No.
They're just basically saying just make a claim and see how we go.
Yeah, correct.
Right. Okay. Well, that's actually not great, is it? So we've got a building contract with person A, and then we've got insurance with person B,
Yeah.
and there's no link at all.
Yeah.
They're completely different entities.
Yeah.
Why would they have done that? Do you have any theories now that you're looking back?
Well, I wanted to say it's pure negligence, or the fact that they're not builders. Homespace
Right.
aren't builders. They were pretending to be builders.
Yeah.
They were portraying themselves as builders, and they were marketing themselves as builders. When
But they're not.
in actuality, they're not.
What I don't think makes sense or has any reasonable excuse is why this ACN on the contract doesn't match what is on the insurance. Because I mean, you know, if someone goes bust and they just handed it to someone else, I mean that's maybe bad enough. But there's no excuse for this.
Yeah.
Because there should be a link between the contract and what the insurance is. And it shouldn't really be for you to dig deep and say, oh, you know, I've got to go and check everything. I mean, maybe you should have now, given what's happened, but it really shouldn't be like this. I mean, the system shouldn't be like that.
You approach a builder because they're the building experts, right?
And you've got that trust, right?
Yeah,
Like you think,
absolutely.
I mean, if you don't have trust, there's no point of even doing the build. Like, there's got to be some element of trust, right? Do you have a dollar figure and what it might cost to fix everything now?
Probably looking at about 300,000 plus. That's pretty much redoing the house, building it from
Yeah.
scratch.
And what sort of attempts have you made to try to fix this? Have you gone back to anyone? Have you gone to the surveyor, to any of the builders' representatives?
After handover, my husband left a review on Facebook, and then the builder contacted us via email saying that all of our maintenance and warranty
And structural warranty.
and structural warranty is void because of the bad review.
Really?
Oh
my God.
They said they will refuse to come on site to fix anything.
Wow.
Yeah, which probably is a good thing because we wouldn't want them back.
Yeah,
to fix
you don't want them
anything.
back.
No, definitely not. And you know, the builder lives a couple of houses
Away from here?
away from here, so
Just down there?
yeah. So I mean, us doing this is pretty risky as well because
It's a constant reminder.
it's a constant reminder, but it's
Of
also
course.
it's very close to home. We launched kind of two cases with the DBRV. DBRV said, you know, it's going to take 6 months to get back to you guys. And we're like,
Yeah.
we cannot wait. We
Yeah.
need to get into this house because
Yeah.
you know, we're hemorrhaging. By that point, we were just emotionally so exhausted.
Yeah, of course.
And we just wanted to be done. We just said, you know, just leave it.
Well, firstly, we need to sort out this insurance issue to see if you are covered or not. And so a claim could be made, and if it gets knocked back, we can see why they're knocking it back, and then basically take steps from there to either challenge it, and we could give you advice on your prospects on that. Another thing that we could consider is the surveyor. So they would have insurance, and I assume that is the right surveyor that did this project, right?
OPs?
Pardon?
OPs?
No, that's someone else here. So is that?
Building Surveyors Code P2I Ltd.
So that's not the people that you thought.
No,
No,
it's OPES.
All our documents is for OPs.
Well, they're not here. Look, I'm just quite stumped by, I guess, these things that look like errors or they look like falsified data on the contract. I'm not really sure. So yeah, this person here or this entity here was not your surveyor, although they're listed on the second contract. That was the one that was current all the way through. So
Yeah.
so again, we have to figure out who was the surveyor, who actually was the one that was appointed here. But let's say it was the surveyor that you thought had passed certain stages. So if they passed things like the frame, you know, if they passed, you know, the fixing stage and lock up and all that kind of thing, and there were defects that they should have noticed when they did those inspections, well then you've potentially got a claim against the surveyor, and they do have insurance.
Okay.
Okay. The problem for you though is that you'll need some sort of an expert report to give you a cause of action against the surveyor. So if you have a defects report now, that's great. It's not enough to bring a case against the surveyor. You actually need a special opinion to bring a case against the surveyor.
Oh man, what a freaking situation. So, if it does end up that we're not covered through the DBI or the VMIA,
Yes.
do we have any other recourse, any other options?
You potentially have an avenue against the surveyor for maybe two main things. One is that they passed certain stages that they shouldn't have passed, now that you've found a lot of structural defects and things like that. But the other big thing that is really concerning is that under 24A of the Building Act, and it's also got it on the BPC website, is that the name of the builder on the insurance document has to match exactly what it says on the building contract. And from what we just discovered just previously, that does not match. So that's a breach of the Building Act. And so that is on its face perhaps a negligent act on behalf of the surveyor, because a permit should never have been issued, from what I can see here. So that's really bad. That's very bad.
Yeah,
that's a massive breach.
Wow. Okay.
If that was discovered at the relevant time, then you wouldn't have this problem of not having insurance, or maybe not having insurance on your dwelling.
Wouldn't have gone through with the build.
Yeah.
Well, that as
As
well.
soon as it gets to that, then like, okay, well, we have to change builders completely, and
Yeah.
just cancel.
So there's reasons why the Act is structured in a certain way, so people do their jobs in a certain, so there's all these checks and balances, and it doesn't appear that in your case there was those checks and balances done properly at all. You can submit the defect report to the BPC now if you want to make a claim on the building insurance, like that's how that works. But if you want to bring an action against the surveyor, that's a private dealing, or that's a private action that you'd make. The BPC, I don't think, will help you very much with that. Right, so you'd have to send letters of demand and things like that to the surveyor for getting this wrong.
Yeah.
So that's it. So you're basically on your own with that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have thought the BBC would help you with that as well, because I mean, the building surveyor is there to make sure the builder does the right thing. There's no corporate body holding the building surveyor accountable, or that you can go to, is there?
A very daunting process again, but yeah, we just need to do it and see what happens.
Right.
Yeah. It's unbelievable that people do this and just kind of expect to get away with it but that's exactly, they just expect that they're going to get away with it. They just, they've got this God complex that they're above everything and anyone. So there was one instance that was quite concerning as well for us, is that the builder issued us the fixing invoice. And so this is where, the cabinetry and everything needs to be in. We were actually on a little holiday. I asked her for evidence, because I'm not going to pay for anything if I don't have evidence. She sent me a photo of cabinetry and she sent me photos of robes and whatnot. Quickly went through the photos and really, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, there's evidence. Let's pay the invoice. Our friends later on told us that they actually came on site just to come and have a look that everything's okay, and there were no cabinets installed in the house at all. Right after that, we received an email from her claiming that someone had broken in and vandalised the cabinets and vandalised the walls, and everything needed to be replaced. And there's a police report, and that we needed to be cleared as suspects in this supposed break-in.
Hello, Anna. We have been notified today by the internal fog security camera services we got on your site that a break-in was recorded and people have been noted inside the under construction building. We have requested for the recording and police have been notified, along with an official police report being lodged. We have requested RFI from the adjoining neighbors too, as a lot of the walls and plaster have been vandalized. The site is right now under investigation by police and our insurance company. They shall pass on the details of the people who broke in by Tuesday. Hence, no one is allowed on site till then, and we've organized for police car to patrol too. This is just a courtesy email to keep you in the loop. Has nothing to do with the owners, as police will do their investigation along with insurance company investigator. Usually, This takes around 10 days due to being waiting for the footage from next door site, as we have paid them half share to have camera access for your front entry door in veranda. Once we receive the outcome this week, I shall update you. Usually, we do file official complaint against the people who did vandalism and broke in. Then they get charged by insurance company for the damages, but we get reimbursed. So we keep moving forward with build works once we get the outcome. This is very disheartening, but unfortunately, we try our best to avoid such incidents. But people are not respectful enough anymore to not damage others' property. We are working to fix this issue and will take severe action against them. So I just want you to be rest assured, as the penalty is up to $75,000, which covers our damages. Thank you, Cassie.
Hi Cass, Happy New Year. This is very sad news to receive and we are heartbroken as we know this will lead to more delays. I am sure it's extremely frustrating for home space as much as it is for us. We appreciate the detailed update very much. Do you know the extent of the damage? Will the plaster and walls need to be replaced entirely, or will paint be able to cover up the damaged areas? Understand 100% that no one is allowed on site. I know the bank is waiting to do an inspection before payment is made, but I assume the invoice now won't be due till after all repairs are completed. Is that correct? Once again, thank you for the detailed update and for keeping us in the loop. We really appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. Regards, Anna.
Hi, Anna. No, bank has nothing to do with this, as we did our job and it is a damage. Plasterer will come assess the site tomorrow morning and will let us know. Hopefully it will be fixed by Thursday. Cabinet guy also booked in to come inspect his damages for today evening itself. We'll know tomorrow his status too. But we will be aiming to fix all damages by end of next week, as painter is supposed to be starting soon as stage payment is released to us. Bank can still do inspection if they want to, but I have not received any request to organize one. This is a reason why we do legal proceedings, as bank can see and release the funds accordingly. Unfortunately, you will be still charged late payment fees with admin penalties if payment is not made by due date. The only times we do not charge it is when we have been submitted proof in form of below. You submitted the invoice to bank in timely manner, i.e. the day, or within 24 hours of receiving it. Bank has tried contacting us without success. But as I said, I don't have any request from your bank or yourself in this matter. So the late payment fees would apply, which consists of interest, penalty for work, delays due to non-payment of the stage, admin fees to cancel and reschedule the future jobs for each day it gets delayed. Thanks, Cass.
Thanks, Cass. I sent the invoice to the bank the day after it was sent to us. Considering it's the weekend and tomorrow is a national public holiday, the bank will most likely only be in contact on Tuesday. Thanks, Anna. Hi, Cass. Just confirming we received the invoice after 4 p.m. on the 29th of December, and it was sent to the bank on the 30th of December just after 1 p.m., which is within 24 hours. I will follow it up with the bank on Tuesday and escalate the site inspection appointment. Can I also request photos of the damage and a police case number? Thanks.
Hi, the system is set accordingly and will start interest only once due date is passed, and it does consider all like public holidays. And so, in terms of details you are seeking can be provided once owners are cleared post-review of the footage. Until then, I can't provide much details. This is our standard process for all break-ins. Good night.
Hi, Cass. No problems. Thanks for clearing it up. As we are on holiday and not in Melbourne, I will contact the police for more information whilst we await the photos from you. Thanks and have a great night.
Sure, but as the complaint is lodged by us and not you, they won't be able to provide any details. However, if you wish to access the information, you need to wait till the footage is reviewed by Vish and Karan, as we cannot rule out anyone. If you have nothing to worry about, I would advise to wait till we send you everything. As it is not monetary damage to you, we do not let clients come in middle of such matters which can jeopardize the claim eventually. Happy for you to be involved if you are willing to sign an agreement where you are happy to share the cost to repair the damages if the insurance is declined. If not, then we cannot let you hinder the investigation as you did not break in or are liable to pay any damages to repair it. Also, we try our best for build to still finish at a set timeline we have got. Anna, I would advise to just do what is needed to be done and let me know once you have spoken to your bank and about the penalty you may have to pay if payment is delayed. Rest of the ordeal is for your information only and no action is needed. I have done what legally and morally we are supposed to do and also informed you about steps you need to take or don't. Please do not make things complex for us as it is already on your side. If insurance claim is rejected due to owners being involved in break-in and is also found to be involved into investigation, we would have to cease all construction works and start contract cancellation process along with monetary damages. It becomes too complicated, hence let us get clearance for you guys. I will send you the details which we legally have to. But if you want to go ahead and get information from police, I leave that up to you as I informed you what will be the consequences.
Hello, Anna and Cass. Happy New Year to you ladies. Please let me address both of you in one email as we are all on holidays and these constant emails are literally not making me enjoy this new day of the new year. Cass, please don't have to elaborate our process, and I guess a simple answer of no, we cannot provide any details and they cannot access it unless they are cleared would have been sufficient. Thanks. Anna, I understand you guys are the owner, but you are at this stage owner of the land. Builder owns the current stage of the building works, hence your involvement is not necessary or needed purely because it does not affect you monetary-wise, but it does to us. At this stage, we have got our funds at loss than you. So, no, you cannot have any information until we have cleared you, did not enter the site and broke the entry doors, left it open, which resulted in some stranger to enter and case damages to plaster, cabinetry and electrical wiring. Please focus on what has been advised to you in my email about the late payment fees and follow up with your bank. And as I advised to you earlier, we are happy to cancel the contract after fixing stage and you can finish the final and obtain your own occupancy, as I am not getting into any more chains of email with this build. Please let us do our job and don't try to help us where the help is not warranted and is forbidden. I will call the constable tomorrow, and if there is an update that concerns you, you will be contacted accordingly. Please ask your bank to email Cass or me if they want to access the site. However, penalties will apply irrespective of anything if bank fails to contact us within provided official days for payment and clear the invoice. Enjoy the time out with your family and let us deal with the matters related to the build as per the paperwork, please. Thank you, Vish.
Asked her for the police report. To this day, I don't have a police report whatsoever. When I look back at the photos of the cabinetry is not our house. So she sent me a photo of someone else's house, someone else's cabinetry to get the fixing stage invoice.
Have you got photos of this stuff?
Yeah, I asked the builder, well, you know, the progress claim, I'll get the bank to stop that until the cabinetry is replaced. And the builder insisted no, that the payment should still be made.
Oh,
and if it's not
now I get
made,
it.
then...
So here's the invoice, we've done everything for my other job. Oh shit, someone's robbed your house.
Yeah.
And then, oh, sorry, you still got to pay for it.
Yeah. And if
Did
we
you pay?
didn't pay, then there would be late fees and interest and penalties. Yeah. I'm like, you know, can you please send me the police report or send me the investigator's name? And they just said, you know what, don't get involved. We cannot let you hinder the investigation as you did not break in or are liable to pay for damages to repair it. If you've got nothing, if you're not involved and you've got nothing to hide, then why hinder the investigation? And then, you know, we're happy for you to be involved if you're willing to sign an agreement where you're happy to share the cost to repair the damages.
Oh
if the
my
insurance is
God.
declined.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a snippet of everything that's happened.
Wow.
So by the time literally we actually started building, we were already worn down to our limits emotionally. We've given up. We've literally given up at that point.
To see her driving a BMW every day up and down, and a business partner, the other director, driving his brand new Raptor up and down, it's quite concerning. Well, concerning, disheartening, and it's
So they're basically well off in life. They're driving luxury cars and things like that. And while you're living with mold, leaks, you know, cracks, your home's crumbling, man.
Yeah, and they still there, and they just keep going on.
Yeah.
As soon as this go for everyone to see, what will they do? To what extent will they go?
Well, don't worry. We're gonna put this video out to alert the public on what's going on because people need to learn. You know, to protect themselves. Check the contracts, check the building site. If you feel like the builder's sneaky, they might be sneaky.
Unfortunately,
and it's an expensive freaking bill. It's not like $5,000. You hundreds of thousands to fix your home. I mean, this post is supposed to be 100 mil, and it's freaking 90 mil, man.
Not even 90.
Like, come on, doesn't even mean engineering. So this is your newborn, yeah? How old?
Yeah,
how old,
he's 2 months. 2 months, little Samuel.
Maybe he just woke up because of the battens, the loose battens.
Won't surprise me.
Yeah.